How's everyone doing?
What up?
I'm Micah Thompson. I'm here with Flask and three of our ambassadors, Patrick, Dane, and Tanner Gudauskas, otherwise known as the Gudangs or the G-Boys, or what else have you heard?
G-Bros.
G-Bros.
T-Dog.
T-Dog.
Yeah.
T-Boy.
You can pronounce the name any way you want it, too. We've heard basically every version of Gudauskas. Letters switched and everything. It's like a hard one to say, so just throw it out. It's all good. It's all good.
So we kicked off. We're here at the Vans US Open, and these boys actually kicked off the event with Stokerama. So can you tell us how the first event go? How's it compared to the other events, and what other events do you have remaining for folks to check out?
Gosh, it was sick. We did it last weekend. It was the first weekend of the US Open. And it's a foundation my brothers and I have with the Positive Warriors Foundation, and we do, a lot of give backs to youth water safety programs and also with emerging surf communities. So it was rad. That was our first Stokerama for the season. We got how many? We got four total.
We have four this year.
Four this year, and it's about 100 to 150 kids and all their families. So probably about 500-600 people on the beach, and it was a hit. That was probably our biggest turnout for Huntington, and it looked like a mini US Open, but with a lot more stoke and a lot more fun.
The waves look bigger too. When the kids are about 2 feet tall, the waves always look about 5 times as big, and it was just a really special way to open up the US Open, and just a huge shout out for you guys' continued support of the event. We got some great sponsors with fans, and with you guys, Flask, being a part of it for all 4 of the events that we have going on, and all the money that is raised through those events is able to go back to support youth water safety programs in that area. So this year for the Huntington event, we gave back $5,000 to the Ben Carlson Foundation right here in Newport Beach. Is kind of created to celebrate the life of Ben Carlson, who was a lifeguard here. He passed away in the line of duty on July 4th a couple years back, and they work with their community on giving back to the next generation to allow them to have a good, positive experience in the ocean with junior lifeguard capabilities and water safety courses. So it was a real honor to be able to give back, and we're looking forward to the rest of the events.
It's cool because I feel like each one of the Stokeromas has its own face, and here in Huntington, this one is more about like kids coming to the beach, and we've found that a lot of kids are learning to surf. Like Surf City, it's cool. Like San Clemente has a bit more of a high performance feel, and then in Hawaii, because we're gonna do San Clemente, this one, we're going to the East Coast up in New Jersey to have one, and then we'll be at Makaha in Hawaii. So they all will feel different, but this one was so fun. It's like super grassroots, getting the kids learning how to surf, stand up, and that's kind of the joy of surfing.
It really is an amazing event. If you have Groms and you're in one of those areas, so West Side and Makaha on Oahu, Jersey, or down to San Clemente, bring them down.
Bring them down.
So we had some of you folks submit some questions, so I'm just gonna.
Ooh, what was it out there? I'm
just gonna roll. What's your favorite part of the Vans US Open?
Wow.
Well, I think that sandcastle thing, have you seen that? No, it's insane. This year, Vans has completely reinvigorated the event site. It's a lot more authentic and creative to exactly kind of what their athletes are all about. And they've kind of made a really cool, curated experience here on the beach. And so that's kind of been my favorite part of this year's event.
I always like just coming to the event. Like, I feel like for us, we came up here from like ages 8, 9, 10, like getting autographs from the guys when they're coming out of the water. So to be able to be a part of the event and surfing it now, it's like kind of full circle feeling, and that always kind of feels like I'm a Grom again.
And it's sick. I think my favorite part is everyone on the beach, because it's rare that you get to perform in front of a big audience in surfing. Sometimes you're really far out in Tahiti or Fiji or wherever you're at, and for us, we'll run down and the same kids are soaking on right there cheering you on, like, that's sick, and they're on the pier all the way out. So you really have an engaged audience, which is it's such a fun.
There's nowhere else like it.
There's nowhere like that. It's
even
like
on the CT, right?
Even on the CT, it's the closest atmosphere for surf and audience. So I like the people watching too.
There's never a dull moment. And don't forget your sunscreen. I have forgotten it many days so far. So
It like reflects off the sand here. Like you get it like under your nostrils and stuff. You're like, well, how did I get sunburn like under my earlobe? It's my goodness.
it's really hot.
Next, it's a good one. Who inspires you most?
Oh wow.
I think for me, well, because I'm gonna be a dad soon in a couple weeks here. So my dad is, and our dad is all my dads. He made it. No, he's a legend. He's awesome, and he inspires me every day. You know, like he's always teaching us little lessons through experience and through engaging with people and different cultures. And he's inspired me, especially right now, knowing that I'm going to be a dad living right now. So that's mine.
And that's a good one.
It's,
I don't know. I've been actually reading a lot of old books on one right now, Greg Knoll. And I don't know. I just like the older, like more romantic side of surfing. I feel like is just so cool, and I've been kind of just getting inspired on like the roots of surfing. Just like
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. You know, I think being exposed to friends who have taken risks within surfing to explore different realms of what it means to be a surfer. You know, whether it's, hey, I'm going to go check out some exploration zone or set up a whole different way of actually existing within the context of being a professional surfer, so be known, you know? And those people, to me, give me joy that it's such a diverse experience and you don't have to be filtered into one thing. So, and even in competition-wise, it's the same aspect. People who dedicate their complete existence to the passion, living with passion, it's just like those risk takers and people like pursuing their passions with all their heart. Basically, is that makes me want to wake up and yeah, you feel vulnerable some days, and you got to dig in deep and go, I'm going to do this and take the risk to charge. And whether it's riding a big wave or going to a new place or making new friends or putting on an event for kids, and some days you're nervous how it's going to go. I think those risk takers really inspire you to dig deep and be like, I can do it, I can make a difference. Send it.
Send it.
Go send it.
And you guys do in every way. So,
eternal senders.
return to sender.
so Hydro Flask is based in Bend, Oregon, and all these boys have been up.
We've all sampled the river wave there.
I feel like I should be on the Chamber of Commerce event. I tell so many people about how cool it is. And I'll work it into conversations, and it's like not even
But
happening.
I've walked into Tanner's house and he's checking the wave cam.
I stay connected. It's always good.
It doesn't
somehow.
change. Yeah.
So yeah, well, sometimes it's a little different. Sometimes there's snow on the ground.
So what did you do there? And is there a little anecdote or story that you can share from your travels up to
Actually,
our-
I got a good one because the river wave, these guys had surfed it before I came. They're like, dude, it's the sickest wave, oh my god. And Dylan, everyone's freaking out. And then I think it was 2 years ago, and I had just found out I'd re-qualified for the tour. And we all went surfing, and we're like, my first time surfing a river wave. So I'm like, this is the sickest. Fully going out of body, like, could not be more stoked.
Gets a little rhythm on it.
Gets a little rhythm on it, and then one of the local boys like, dude, you gotta try my board. I shaped this, it's for the river. I'm like, of course I want to try this board, it's sick. Hop on it and do this weird blowtail that I didn't expect, and get wrapped up and go underwater. My knee just goes wham, like my knee literally bends in half. And underwater, I'm like, oh my god, I just blew my knee out. I just go right down the river, and I'm like, oh. And Darren and Dane like, are you okay? Everyone's like so bummed because like they knew I just qualified, like, and I thought I blew my knee in half, and somehow stuck it. Didn't blow it in half.
The good part of that story is
I did not do it, and the board was insane, and I loved the whole experience, and I haven't gone back since. But I was like, couldn't even believe to stick that late. It was so rad. I was having so much fun.
Small, but it's
a heavy water.
Quite heavy water. Yeah.
What about that Thai fit?
I love that.
Oh,
What about that?
Wild Rose.
Don't go level 5.
Level
though.
5.
Oh my god.
It might create a memory
I'm
for
serious.
you.
That was like singeing hot.
Like
But the
double
beer is
negative.
killer. I mean, I loved it. The people were cool. And we surfed the wave, and I did the Jerry Lopez Big Wave event a couple times, and that's always just so awesome to, when you go on the mountain of Mount Bachelor, everyone's like talking about surfing, and it's the funniest thing ever. I was completely solo going up the mountain. They're like, hey, have you gotten a couple waves? Or like they're equating the riding of the mountain to surfing. Like, I've been surfing for a couple hours so far. I'm like, what? Where am I? I'm like, this is cool. Very unique. Very cool.
So Dane's talking about this event called the Jerry Lopez Big Wave Challenge. Jerry Lopez has been in Bend for over 30 years and has a surf-inspired event on the mountain, snowboard only. Dane came up a couple years ago, and I have to tell the story. It was like fresh off a surf trip, wearing some super baggy snowboard shorts, and we're up on the judges' station, just looking down at Dane's tan butt, and Jerry's like, "We gotta give him some award." And Dane won the Plumber's Crack Award.
Since then, I have gotten
Tighter
new
pants.
pants. So just for next year, it'll be
Coveted.
But I did win an award.
You did, yeah.
Could become an
And I survived. It was such a fun time. I
And
loved
you guys are really
And you made
connected
the
with Jerry,
finals,
too.
didn't you? Or was that the next year?
the next year.
Yeah,
I redeemed
next
myself.
year. Redemption.
So
That's
we got to come back. We got to get the whole crew back.
So next one, best pre-post surf meal.
pre-post, pre or post, or pre-post.
One,
Pre/post and or after.
yeah, you can interpret that as
Gosh.
Oh, it looks like it could be like a sandwich, a wrap, or like a veggie wrap. I don't know. Maybe like an avocado. I've been growing some avocados in my backyard. I could douse myself with avocados. That would probably get me.
That kind of works.
Smells so bad.
I like burritos. Black bean burritos.
I like coffee.
Coffee all the time.
That's good.
coffee out of your.
This thing is the most versatile cup right here.
Yeah.
I love this.
That's like all day play right there.
Okay. Oh, it's time to wrap up. It's gone
We
quick.
just got word boop, boop, boop,
Time
boop, from the
flies.
top of the towers, beaming
They
us
just
in.
beamed to us.
Okay, well look, I want to end with, what is your favorite Hydro Flask product?
I gotta say, this week I've been here using the tote. The Unbound tote is amazing. The cooler bags, my wife's pregnant, 8 months pregnant, so we're literally snacks, waters, food, anything you can imagine all day long, everywhere we're going. So easily my most used product. Also, I just love big bottles. I just rip water all day long. So that's my two.
Nothing wrong with dripping water.
Just
Absolutely a life set. I know. You know what I've been psyching on? It's the coffee ones. It's such a nice one. It's a new shape and it fits right in your coffee holder in your car. And then it's got that like, nice screw lid so the water that doesn't like jump out. You know, sometimes when you're driving, things start jumping out of your.
they do it to Dane all the time.
So I have a nice sealed lid. Keep it hot all day long, and I get into it.
And this is, for me, this is it. I love this. You got yours.
That's the unicorn.
Anything that Dave throws at you, you're like, you got your seatbelt on. Keep the coffee hot, water cool, beer's cold.
Your cooler cup.
Cooler cup.
Cooler cup. There we go.
Try to get cooler than my cooler cup.
All right,
So cool.
so we're gonna have all three of you all sign 3 bottles.
Let's do
And
it.
if you send us a DM on Instagram,
Who's getting it?
3 folks will win a lucky custom signed Hydro Flask.
These are the new colors
By the
here. Michael.
boys.
These are awesome.
This one's coming straight to you. And you can DM us too, we'll forward it over. So just sign it or do you want to do names? Well, I guess we don't have names yet.
We don't have names yet.
Okay. Then we'll just make it
That's a good sign.
There we go.
That's sick. That's a
Go.
That's so fun.
All right, boys.
Thank you for having us. Thanks, Hydro Flask. The best
boys.
ever.
Thank you, guys.
Love you guys.